Welcome to the Better Off Bonus Call of the Week. We're sponsored by Betterment, the smarter way to invest your money. Remember, if you would like to get on live to ask your financial question, all you have to do is send us an email. Ask Jill at betteroffpodcast.com. Of course, you always have 2 chances a week to get on the air. Every Tuesday, it's the bonus call of the week, and the longer show we release on Thursday. So let us know. Come on. It's very easy to do. Right now, we are talking to Andrea. She's on the line from New York. Hi, Andrea. Welcome to Better Off. What can I do for you?
Well, I, like many of my fellow graduates, graduated post-recession and with a swell of around $50,000 in student loan debt. And after about 10 years of, overpaying the minimum payments, I've finally knocked that down to around $25,000. And I'm in a position in this year to be able to kick it to the curb and move on to some more lucrative financial decisions than just paying off and paying off. So I'm in a place where I have some concerns about first actually paying off this big milestone and that effect on my credit score. And then also dealing with, living in an expensive city like New York, paying off some credit card debt, and which one, makes more sense to pay off first. Mm-hmm. At this point.
Okay, let's just go down the list here. So we talking about the education loans, what's the interest rate on that?
I sit at about 6.25%.
Okay. Credit card. How much did you say you have in credit card debt?
I have around $8,000 in credit card debt.
And what's the interest rate on that debt?
Interest rate is sitting at 13%.
What's higher, 13 or 6 1/4?
6 1/4. It's a good question. The credit card.
So that becomes your priority, of course.
Right.
So
I also on top of that, I also have 2 Betterment accounts, and on top of paying off of my debt, I've also been saving into a 401k. I have a little bit of a purse that's my emergency fund, and then have also been putting money into ETFs with Betterment to make some more money on putting that money away, so that is what I'm going to be able to pay off the loan with at the end of the year.
How much money is in the ETF account?
So the 2 separate ones. Currently in the student loan payoff, there's around $16,000, and in my safety net, there's approximately $13,000.
Well, we don't want you to really touch the safety net because we want you to have a safety net, right? So that's number one. The ETF account, the $16,000 that's in there, is there a tax liability associated with selling that?
Yes, there is.
What would the tax be? Or do you know what your cost basis is? Give me a general sense of that. Do you have an idea?
I don't have a sense of.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a while. You'll have to pay some taxes. Okay, I'm going to give you the certified financial planner in me, and I am the CFP board senior ambassador, so I get to tell you this. The CFP in me wants to say, sell that ETF account, pay your tax that's due, pay off the $8,000 that's on the credit card. Pay it off. You're done. Okay? Mm-hmm. Next, you will have some money left over. The safety net, is that enough for you? How much money do you earn?
I take home post taxes around $50,000.
Okay, so do you feel like your safety net is 6 to 12 months of your living expenses? Is that?
It's definitely I'd say around 4 months.
Okay.
I'm far more comfortable somewhere between 6 and 8, obviously.
So here's what I would do. I'd sell out the ETF account. I'd use the proceeds to pay off your credit card debt, and then I would take whatever's left over and put it into your safety net account. Now you're going to be set, right? Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what your tax liability is. Okay. So without the credit card debt and without putting money into an ETF account, if I took that chunk of money, can you direct that towards paying down the credit card debt? The student loan debt? Can you take that amount of money?
Absolutely.
And what is that on a monthly basis, would you guess?
On a monthly basis right now, I'm paying approximately $600 a month, and that's in addition to continuing to put money into the ETF.
I would stop putting money into a risk asset. This is going to be heresy for some people, but I think this is a more conservative approach. My approach would be you take all of your available cash flow and you pay down that student loan debt and you get rid of it. And that's how you deal with it. And you keep putting money. What I'd like you to do is to keep putting money into a retirement account while you are paying down your student loans. I mean, the credit card's going to be gone. That's should alleviate some of the pain point for you.
Definitely.
But I think if you now redirect your money and you push it into that credit card and do retirement savings, then you're going to be in good shape. Through work, do you have a retirement account or not?
We do. Our company has a standard 401k that I've been putting money into since I was in college. So I match it. Our company alleviated, unfortunately, the company match for one whole year, but I put approximately 7% of my pre-tax income into that 401k every 2 weeks.
Okay. I mean, you can keep doing that, and if you'd like, you can use a Roth IRA for anything else that's, in my mind at least, you should be doing. You do your 401k, you pay down your outstanding student loan bill, and if you can, if there's a little extra money, then sure, do a Roth. That's fine. But until you get this college loan paid off, I mean, 6.25% is a real number. It's not a 0%. And I would feel much more comfortable once you get this under say, $10,000 to start ratcheting up your retirement savings. But I think that you're in great shape. You've done a really good job of whittling this down. You had money that was at risk by investing. You won that bet. But I don't know what the next X years are going to find. And so, again, I think from a conservative perspective, we pay down the credit card debt. We put our cash flow towards paying down that student loan debt. And you, instead of putting money at risk in the markets right this second, you continue to whittle down the student loans while you are continuing to save for retirement. Does that make sense?
That makes complete sense.
I think that's what we do. And I would not make yourself crazy. You're young, right? How old are you now?
I just literally hit 31 the other day.
Oh, you've got so much time. It's a beautiful thing. So that is why I mean, it's great. Is there anything else that's coming up? Are you partnered, getting married, having children? Is anything happening near term that we need to think about?
I know within the next 5 years, I'll be in a position, or I know I want to purchase an income property. Now, living in New York, I have rent, but will be purchasing some type of house or home outside of the state.
Okay.
Which is why I have some concerns about my, obviously, credit score and FICO score. Considering if I do pay down the debt, which has been a burden, also has been the thing that's kept my credit score very good.
Well, let me just say that you kept your credit score good. So here's what you don't have to worry about that. If you pay off your loan, it doesn't hurt your credit score. But what you should not do is do not close the credit card account when you pay it off. Keep it open. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing, because the credit score is based on lots of different factors. The most important is, do you pay your bills on time? The other is, how much of your available credit are you utilizing? Okay. Mm-hmm. So just don't close out that credit card account once you pay off the $8,000 bill. Keep the credit card. All right. It doesn't mean you have to. I mean, you can use it and pay the bill every month, but just don't accumulate debt on it and don't close it. And by having an installment loan, which is student loan, that will keep your credit score nice and robust. But you promise to call back when you're ready to buy that property so we can really see if that's in your best interest.
Oh, I absolutely will. The most satisfying check I think I'll ever write is that check that ties off the student loan.
Yes, baby. Yes. All right. Good luck. Thanks so much for calling, Andrea.
Jill, thank you for the call. I appreciate it very much.
Good luck. Take care. Okay, that's a wrap of our Better Off bonus question of the week. If you've got a question, it's simple. Send us an email at askjill@betteroffpodcast.com. We'll arrange to get you on. And don't forget, in just a couple of days, there's a brand new episode of the Better Off Podcast sponsored by Betterment. Talk to you then.